Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do this really warm copper smoky eye with a very bold lip. I have been wanting to get kind of back into neutrals. I've been doing a lot of bold, colorful looks lately, and I wanted to get back into maybe a little bit more of a wearable look. This is honestly my go-to look for the holidays because it goes with pretty much any outfit. It's great for Christmas and Thanksgiving, all of that good stuff. So I'm going to show you today how I got this look. And I'm also announcing my giveaway. So I will be giving away this palette, not this busted ass palette right here, but a brand new version of this one, along with a brush set to go with it. I will put all of the details in the description on how to enter to win this giveaway. This is one of the most beautiful palettes I've ever seen. I use it on my channel quite often, and I'm giving you guys the chance to win it. So I wanted to give back to you guys a little bit during the holidays and kind of thank you for all the support that you have shown me for my channel and give you an opportunity to win this. So definitely check the description and enter this giveaway. And yeah, let's get started. I know my hair is a freaking wreck. I know. I have an appointment to get that taken care of on Thursday, so hopefully we won't look like this for much longer. I am so over my hair right now. I don't know. It's like if I don't do something with it, I'm going to cut bangs. I'm going to get that taken care of. But anyway, today we are going to do a warm smoky eye again, but it's going to be different from the last few that I've done. It's going to be a much more wearable look, not nearly as bold. Kind of my go-to for holidays. So like Thanksgiving, Christmas, things like that. I like to wear this look with a red lip or a burgundy lip, whatever. And it really just kind of flows with whatever outfit you might want to wear. This will be the last video I'm doing with this Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. I know that's basically all I've used the last few videos, but I just really love it. I've said it before. And I'm actually doing a giveaway with it this time. So you've already seen the intro by this point, so you know that. Don't forget to enter that. Swipe out of the video right now, go enter, and then come back and finish, because this is a great palette. It's such a good staple to have in your collection. You can do so many things with it. I really love it. I did already put my base on. I've actually been using a new foundation. I'm going to share it with you guys. It is this, the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. I am in the shade, I guess, 405. I don't know. I liked this foundation before and I quit using it because I forgot about it. It is very comparable to the NARS Radiant, what is it called? The NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is a mini bottle of it. I love this foundation. It is my absolute favorite, but I couldn't really afford it right now. So I went ahead and got the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear, and it is a great dupe. I love this foundation. You can see how it's wearing on me right now. I can make it through a full day of work with this on my face. It doesn't rub off from my mask. Amazing product. L'Oreal killed it with this again. I love this whole line of their foundations. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this. You should try it if you have normal skin and you like a more satin natural finish versus matte. So we'll go ahead and just dive right into this eye look. I don't like to waste a lot of your time putting on my face makeup because it's like, it's the same thing every time. Nothing ever changes. So we will go ahead and jump right in with this eyeshadow look. Again, we're going in with this Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. The first shade we're going to go in is right here. It is called Perfectionist. And we're going to use that on our Luxie 205 brush. You know, this is my go-to crease brush. Not really crease, but like upper crease. You know, when you're blowing something out. So we're just going to run this in our crease like we always do with our first transition shade. I'm so excited for Christmas. Christmas is literally my favorite. I know it's going to be different this year, so we're not going to really get to spend time with family like usual, but I just love buying people things. I love buying people gifts and getting to, I don't know, I like to buy like really personal gifts that I know people are going to love, and I love shopping for stuff like that. So this look we are going to keep pretty neutral, so you don't want to throw a whole bunch of pigment down on there. Just a light wash of that first shade to start building your transition. I'm pretty happy with how that looks. I'm going to move on to the other eye, again with that Perfectionist shade. I need to get I want some new makeup. What are you guys loving right now? I've kind of been in a rut just using and buying the same products for such a long time. I don't know what I want to try. Let me know in the comments or whatever what you guys are loving right now, like your top favorite products, what you're excited to see launch. Okay, my first shade is on. That shade is so pretty. I honestly hadn't dipped into the neutrals much in this palette. I've always gone for the bright colors because they're just like, ooh, look at me, I'm so pretty. But I really like these neutrals. These are bomb. For our second shade, we're going to use this one right here. It is called Love Handles, and we're going to go in with that same Luxie 205 brush, just putting this right below where we put our first crease shade. I've actually decided to go with a halo eye, so I am bringing these shades on over into my inner corner here so that we can get the halo effect. For our third shade, we're going to go in with our MAC 217 brush, and we're going to dip into this color right here in the bottom corner. It is called Thick Skin. We're going to take that on our MAC 217 and blend that in with those other shades. It has been a minute since I've worked with copper tones. I am loving how this is coming out. For some reason, I've just been drawn to like bold, bright looks, and I used to not. Like I used to just want to do neutral looks all the time. Maybe I'll get back in with the neutral looks now. I have this third shade blended out pretty well. Don't forget, as you're doing a halo eye, you want to go back in with your first brush, your Luxie 205, whatever brush you use to blend your first crease shades, and blend that around the edges so that you get a smooth transition in the front, in like your inner corner of your eye as well, and you don't just have some blank space over there, because with a halo eye, the only area that you want to be blank is the center of your eyelid. Now we're ready to go in with the shade number, is it 4? We're ready to go in with our next shade. We're going to go in with this shade right here. It is called Homebody. It's a really, really warm brown. And we're going to take that shade on our Luxie 235. A little bit of a fluffy blending brush. This is a pretty pigmented shade, so you want to make sure that you're light-handed. On to our fourth shade. This will probably be our final crease shade before we add our lid shade. We're going to use this shade right here. It is called Talia. We're going to go in with that Talia shade on a Luxie 231 brush, just a little bit smaller than a 235 we were using a moment ago. We're going to use that Talia shade and just keep building until we get a pretty deep shade. Building with one color really gives you a lot more dimension while also adding that depth that you need to make it a cohesive eye look, so it's not just kind of a wash of color on your eye. I went in with the wrong shade twice on my right eye, but we're going to pretend like nothing happened. We're going to pretend like it still looks just like the left eye, and I didn't do that. I love how this is turning out so far. I'm going to go ahead and add my lower lash line shades. I'm basically going to follow the same steps as I did on the top, on the bottom. You guys know the drill by now. So I'm actually going to work backwards on my lower lash line this time. I'm going to use that same pencil brush I love that you can't buy anywhere. I'm sorry. And I'm going to first go in with the shade Talia, and I'm going to keep that pretty tight against my lower lash line. A tip, woo, I got that in my eye. A tip that I like to use when doing your lower lash line to kind of make your eyes look more dramatic or open them up more is to definitely make the outside corner of your lower lash line shades wider than you do the inside, so that you get that kind of cat eye shape once you've finished. Then we will take that Homebody shade on the same brush, run it right below, not really below, but smoke out that first shade with that second shade. Last, you will mix Perfectionist and Love Handles and go below those two shades you've already put on, just to really blow those out and smooth out those edges. Now we're ready for our lid shade. I can't decide if I want to use a gold or a copper. Maybe we'll just mix the two. So first, before I lay down my lid shade, I am going to take a little bit of concealer and lay that down on the empty part, well, the part that's supposed to be empty on my lid. Empty, blank, whatever. The part where I'm going to put my lid shade. I'm just going to apply some concealer to that so that I have a good clean base to apply that shimmer to. You do not want much product at all. Just right in the center of your lid. Once you have that part of your lid concealed and it's looking brighter and it's not all covered with the shades that you had laid down in your crease, you're going to go in with your lid shade. So we're going to use this shade right here on the bottom. It is called Flawed and Awed. So it's this gorgeous gold coppery color. I'm going to be using that on a Morphe M522. I call this a flat shader brush. That's not what they call this on their website, but that's what this is to me. You're just going to place it right over top of where you put that concealer. And then you will want to go back in with your Luxie 231 for like the last shade that you used and just kind of blend around that so you don't have harsh lines leading into your lid shade from your outer shade. After I have my lid shade on, I'm going to go in with this Luxie 215 brush, and I'm going to dip into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. There's a shade in here called Dystopian. It is just a super dark brown, and I'm going to use that to make a liner on my lid and my lower lash line. I'm just kind of smudging that along my upper lash line. And I'm going to take that on down to my lower lash line as well, but do not take it all the way to your inner corner. You just want to keep it on the outer corner of your eye. I think I'm ready to move on to lashes. I'm going to go ahead and put those on off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, lashes are on. I do need to put on some blush. I forgot that I hadn't done that yet, so I think I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild Color Icon blush. This is in the shade Apricot in the middle. Apricot, whatever, however you pronounce that. I'm going to go in with that on a Luxie 501 brush. Okay, highlight and blush is on. I just went in with Champagne Pop from Becca Cosmetics for my highlight, and I did add that to my inner corners as well. Lipstick, I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills in this shade American Doll. I think I will like this. I may end up not liking this. am not a huge fan of red lipstick with this look, but that's okay. It's on there, and I am not taking it back off because it will stain my lips. But I would recommend wearing maybe a dark brown or even maybe a nude with a darker lip liner with this look, or you can wear the red if you dig it. I'm just not a big fan of it. I feel like the shadow is too warm for this bright tone of a red. Even a dark burgundy lipstick would look great with this look. Okay, so I was not a fan of the red lips with this look. I did go ahead and throw a deeper shade of lipstick on top of that red. This is the Tarteist Lip Paint in the shade Vibin'. This is such a pretty shade. It's like a deep, deep brown-ish, reddish shade. I really like it. That is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I really like how it turned out. It is like a classic warm copper halo eye that you can really wear for any occasion with any outfit, but I kind of stick to it. I like this during the holidays because it's, like I say, it goes with pretty much anything that you might put on. So I thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next week.